not mind if the little personal rivalry that'll carry over.
Just over 3.5 minutes gone. No good from Big Daddy. The Timberwolves have gotten 5 schemes so far. Right at the 50% mark. And there's an intentional foul, but I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Yeah, tough to explain that one. But it looks like
some changes for Minnesota. Anthony Bennett's checked in for Garnett. Gary Neal comes in for Shabazz Muhammad. And Levine subbed in for Ricky Rubio. Then for the Magic, Kyle O'Quinn is checked in for Fry. And Ben Gordon is subbed in for Victor Oladipo. Here's Big Daddy. He had a 30-point outing their last game against San Antonio.
And he gave him great effort defensively as well, including a couple of blocked shots. And I guess the word for it would be scandal. All the reports swirling around him about a text that was allegedly found on his phone that puts him in a bad light.
Well, I've not seen the text that's in question, but from what I understand, somebody saw him texting about his future, and it didn't include this team. Who knows what to really make of it? You know, so often the social media stuff takes on a life of itself, and the written word and the spoken word sometimes don't mesh up.
Timberwolves trail by 3.
Anthony Bennett really struggled in his rookie season, but I still think he has a chance to be a really good player. You don't want to give up on this young man yet. He's strong. He's got length. He can shoot the ball out to the three-point line. I really think he's got the potential to be a versatile stretch power forward.
Big Daddy, that 3 off the mark.
It has not been an easy quarter for him, at least offensively speaking.
And it's Wiggins missing.
You know, he can be a little hesitant near the rim. We saw it there. If the defense offers just a little bit of resistance, he doesn't take it up quite strong enough.
Here's Big Daddy. Drills the three-pointer. Big Daddy's got 6. And Steve, with the NBA going more and more to three-point shooting, it's easy to see why Bennett caught attention at UNLV.
Well, he shot 37% from 3 in college, and he could also punish teams inside. So you can see the makings of a good player, especially kind of a pick-pop threat.
Looking at the last game for the Minnesota Timberwolves, it was a loss to the Raptors.
Yeah, they really struggled to put points on the board throughout that game, guys. And in terms of their offense, nothing seemed to go right.
And once they started spiraling downward, there was no getting out of it, Steve. Their scoring just went dry.
So on the floor for Orlando, at the 2 and 3, it's Oladipo and Tobias Harris. Kyle O'Quinn out there with Channing Frye, and it's Big Daddy in at the point guard. Fires the 3, and it's good. Big Daddy's got 9.
Third 3 in a row right there.
Adjustment time for the defense, guys.
Now let's send it to Doris from the sideline.
Hi, guys. Big Daddy in their last game against the Spurs got down to business. He had 30 points, and he got there with his usual way. Just an impressive barrage of threes. He really was the second unit for his team in a great performance, guys.
Doris, thank you. Well, guys, you know, he made play after play in that game.
Well, as he often does, Kevin, and we'll see. Maybe he'll explode again tonight because the momentum that he took away from that game, he's got to be feeling confident.
Well, I don't know if it'll carry over, but clearly the fact that you have a high-level performance in your recent memory bank has to do you some good. And like you said, Steve, we'll find out tonight whether it continues.
And Neal kicks to Rubio. Blocked. And he gets it back. From beyond the arc, yep, it goes, and the Magic lead is cut down now to just 6 in the basket from Neal.
And he's shaking off a poor first quarter shooting effort. He's really starting to turn it on now, guys.
Well, certainly a story here at the Target Center is the ongoing $100 million renovation to the building. Split 50-50 between the team and the city of Minneapolis, and that's great news for Timberwolves fans.
Rubio outside. He feeds it to Muhammad. Back to Rubio. Launches a 3. And it's Rubio again missing. Orlando. Here's Big Daddy. And again it's Orlando with a 3.
By the way this defense is playing out there, I mean, they might as well not be there. That's 5 straight wide open threes.
Yeah, and that's way too many. I mean, typically teams will get the message to cover shooters after 1 or 2 wide open threes, but they just haven't figured it out yet.
Payne, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. And a switcher also for Orlando. Payton, he's checked in for Victor Oladipo. And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Well, over that break, I listened in on what head coach for the Magic was getting across in the huddle. He talked to his guys about having an open, aggressive approach offensively, saying, quote, forget about playing it safe, let's get after it. They're not going to wait for halftime. They want those adjustments to have an impact right away. Over to you, Kevin.
And thank you for that, Doris. Here's Big Daddy. And again, it's Orlando with a three.
That's now a dozen straight points coming off wide open three-pointers.
You know what it looks like to me out there, guys? I mean, it looks like all-star weekend out there. We know how much defense is played there. It's actually offense during the all-star weekend, no D.
Jang dishes to Payne. Pass to Rubio. Payne kicks to Muhammad. Just 5 on the clock. Expanding his range. The shot no good. And Orlando the other way now. Their last game, a win against San Antonio, looking to carry that into this one.
And in that game, guys, I watched it. They were dominant defensively down on the low block, just controlling the paint.
And, you know, once they got a few blocks, the shooters started looking around for those shot blockers, which is no way to be effective offensively.
And Rubio kicks to Neal. That's good. It's Rubio with the assist. Neal's got 10 points.
Well, his scoring this quarter has been off the charts, and the complexion of the game as a result, it may change.
Here's Big Daddy, and again it's Orlando with a three.
These defenders had better start closing out on those shooters.
Yeah, that's twice in a row now where they've done exactly the opposite and backed off.
There's a good screen. And Rubio kicks to Neal for the three. It's rebounded by Big Daddy. Big Daddy's got his third rebound tonight. For three. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Jang's got his third rebound on the night. Here's Rubio. And no good trying to get that one. And the first half is now in the books. Magic lead.
Well, Nick, you guys had a...
Okay, that was some strong work in the first half. Let's talk about what we got to do to keep this crowd out of the game. Such a big part of the first half was the scoring punch we got off the bench. That gave us a whole other element that they just didn't have the ability to deal with. Something I did like? Well, a bunch of times we forced a turnover that led directly to a bucket. I wouldn't mind seeing that happen a few more times after the half. All right, listen.
And as we begin the second half, first half.
You're up. Let's go.
Time to do my thing.
And it comes in for Kevin Garnett. Gary Neal's checked in for Muhammad. And Levine subbed in for Ricky Rubio. So Orlando going with an almost entirely new group here. Kyle O'Quinn, he's checked in for Fry. Reese Harkless comes in for Tobias Harris. Gordon's checked in for Victor Oladipo. And Luke Ridnour subbed in for Payton. Bennett is out there with Wiggins. Then it's Gary Neal. And it's Hamilton in at the center, locking down the middle. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. And the Timberwolves making a change here. Payne's checked in. Big Daddy's checked in for the Magic. That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
They're really doing a good job working hard to get inside and draw contact, a little more so than they did in the first half.
Well, to keep a lead like this, they should continue to attack the paint like they have been. Don't settle for jump shots. Find your way to the free throw line.
Good. Levine's got 7 points in the game.
If you battle for the offensive rebound and come up with it, you're guaranteed a high-quality shot on a follow just like he got there.
1:31 left in the third. Gordon the pass to Big Daddy. The Magic need to get a shot off here. Harkless with the bucket.
It makes it so easy for your teammate when you can lead him with a pass like that one.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've had a number of empty ones, a long time without a basket.
They got to find something, you're right. Here's Neal. An easy layup after coming off the pick. 12 points for him.
Boy, nice work inside. Tough to get that shot over a big defender like that.
No, that takes skill and creativity, Steve, particularly on the release to make sure he doesn't get a hand on it.
Here's Big Daddy. Drains the three-pointer. Big Daddy's got 24.
I like the offensive awareness to exploit that lack of coverage on that play.
The three. Levine can't hit.
More often than not today, those shots have not dropped for him.
The three. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. After this one, they're off to Sacramento to take on the Kings. That sets in motion a 4-game road trip for them. Dishes to Neal. Here's Wiggins. And that one hits back iron. Releases. The shot's good from Big Daddy. 26 points for him.
Well, this is what he does. He's shooting it well. He's scoring a lot of their points, getting them in front.
And a wide open look here for Wiggins.
The end of the regular season is in sight. Nikola Vucevic and the...
And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
Well, it had to be this play.
Whole new look on the floor for Minnesota. Orlando making some changes. Timberwolves trailed by 11. On the court for Orlando. At the 2 and 3, it's Oladipo and Tobias Harris. Channing Frye out there with Kyle O'Quinn. And it's Payton in at point. And it's Wiggins missing. Big Daddy's checked in for the Magic. The Magic leading by 11. For the three. Minnesota with the rebound. Wiggins has got 4 rebounds in this game. Rubio outside. Here's Neal, guarded by Frye. Neal dishes to Jang. 5 on the clock. Here's Wiggins. And once again off the mark by Minnesota. Orlando's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Garnett comes over to help. Here's Big Daddy. Another miss by Orlando. Now here's Rubio. He feeds it to Wiggins. Here's Big Daddy. A look at the clock, a little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for Orlando.
You know, block shots, guys, a clear indicator on the stat sheet of their excellent defense. I mean, leaving them no room to get off any shots.
And they're also really getting out in transition and scoring some hoops in the fast break tonight.
Yep, it goes, and the Magic lead is cut back down to 11 now as they get an important basket that time from Rubio. And stolen by Wiggins. And now it's Rubio running. He can go all the way. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up.
Rubio having a good one. 9 points, and what a game he's had past.
Let's go. You're in.
Dang, about time.
The Timberwolves have gone 7 of 11 from the floor in the final quarter so far. Been some solid looks for them. And he makes the first. Oladipo hits them both.
Well, quite an interesting upbringing for Victor Oladipo. His mother and father immigrated from Nigeria. They ingrained a great work ethic in their children, but his father in particular didn't really approve of his son's focus on basketball. But Victor was undeterred.
Fantastic pass. He turned that one into a pretty easy basket for his teammate. And Oladipo, growing up the only son among 4 children with a strict, somewhat distant father. In a lot of ways, his coaches and teammates became a kind of second family, and he latched onto his coaches for guidance.
And the story goes that Oladipo, in his sophomore year in high school, broke his foot. And Clark, rather than stay home, he went to practices and ran the scoreboard, even swept the gym, I'm told.
Yeah, he said he didn't want the coaches to forget about him, Kevin. Just a true gym rat mentality. And that's part of the reason he's played as well as he has in the NBA.
Both good from the line that time.
Tobias Harris, a combo forward, originally drafted by the Bucks out of Tennessee. I love his game. He does a little bit of everything and does it all well. He can handle. He shoots it a bit from outside. Not sure what his best position is going forward, but he's a quality player.
Yep, it goes, and the Magic lead is cut to just 9 on the basket from Rubio. Orlando's gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the 4th. Here's Big Daddy. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. And Harris, to this point in his career, has fared better defending small forwards, but Stevie continues to get stronger.
Yeah, I think that's, kind of what should help him inside as he continues to grow defensively. The stronger you are, the more effective you're going to be against those fours. And I think ultimately you'll be able to see Harris guard a lot of the fours in this league, particularly the stretch fours.
The shot from the low post is good. And the Magic lead by 9.
Well, they haven't gotten much production from him, but they remain in the lead.
Shabazz Muhammad checked in for Gary Neal. And a switcher also for Orlando. Vucevic is checked in. And a wide open look here for Wiggins. No good from outside. Well, Orlando shooting pretty well at 46% from the floor. Here's Vucevic. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. And now an 11-point Magic lead. Minnesota's gone 4-7 with the long ball here in the 4th quarter. Here's Rubio. The shot no good. The Magic go the other way with it. Here's Big Daddy. They double him with Wiggins. The Big Daddy passes to Oladipo. Here's Big Daddy. And that shot misses everything. Air ball on the 3.
Yeah, no way you can come back from this deficit.
Just not enough time left on the clock.
Didn't matter that he was surrounded. He was the guy who muscled everybody else out of the way to get that board.
Harris passes to Big Daddy. There's the 3. He buries it.
Well, the fans already heading for the exits, clearly not pleased with the way their home team played here today.
And they shouldn't be pleased. I mean, it's a very well-deserved win, Steve. They came into this building and weren't intimidated at all. They were the aggressors.
And so it's Orlando taking this one by a big margin. You know, Clark, every team has a bad night, and these guys might want to